My name is Carol Misiko. I'm the sustainability lead for Old Mutual East Africa. We cover 4 countries in East Africa: Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and South Sudan. And Old Mutual has been around for 180 years. Now, you don't get to be around for 180 years if you don't understand a little bit about life. And part of our ethos is making sure that the communities in which we operate in benefit from the 180 years of experience that Old Mutual has. And part of that is ensuring that we're able to empower the next generation and enabling our communities and our customers to achieve their financial goals. So the debate circle was actually a very intentional intervention that we were very delighted to participate in. Now, what it does is it teaches students at a very young age how to be financially literate. And why is that important? Because if you're not financially literate, you can't be financially well. If you can't be financially well, you can't be healthy in your mind. If you're not healthy in your mind, it begins to interfere with your ability to be physically well. And we call that the Trinity of Wellness. And that's at the very heart of what we do at Old Mutual. We are a wellness brand, and our whole ethos is to make sure that in the communities that we operate, wellness is the pillar. The debate circle offers us an opportunity to provide safe spaces for financial conversations. Money is sometimes thought of as a dirty word. Either you're hungry for it, it's a bad thing. You don't have it, it's a bad thing. But what we wanted to do is demystify that whole thing around money, make it a normal conversation. Why the debate circle? Because it's with students, and students are the great societal multipliers. I was talking to a number of friends whose children participated in the debate circle. And in the participation and preparation, their parents were involved, sisters were involved, aunties were called on to assist with preparation, and that just multiplied the knowledge within the family. Can you imagine that 10 times over? Secondly, Old Mutual, we've been working with young people for some time. We've been fortunate to reach about 30,000 young people. Can you imagine that multiplier effect? Just by having safe financial conversations with students one-on-one, that means their families, that means their extended families, that means their communities. So we wanted to leverage on the debate circle as being partners in this societal multiplication. So one of the interesting statistics that I came across the other day is that by 2030, 42% of global youth will be African youth. That's an alarming number. And as I mentioned, as part of our own sustainability initiatives, we are intent on being alive to the economic realities that we live in. It's important that we equip our young people with the skills that they need, practical skills, to make the right decisions that translate into stronger households, that translate into a more resilient community. And that's 42% of global youth. And these are our African youth. So what we believe strongly is that if you have the knowledge, then no matter what's happening in your economy, in your community, in your home, then you can figure out a way to survive. Actually, let me correct that, not survive, to thrive. Thriving is the key. We must thrive in this environment that we live in that is very uncertain, very volatile, and we must provide our opportunities for the youth. And through partnerships like this, we believe that it's not just about the number of people that we reach, it's about reaching people that translate into an empowered nation with practical financial skills and the confidence to navigate. And I want to underline that word confidence. When you watch the people in the debate circle, our young girls and boys who actually debate, the one thing that comes across is their confidence. Why? Because they're interrogating, thinking about, turning concepts inside out, and they have confidence to live out what they're learning through the debate circle. The other day, one of our foundation leads got a call from a 25-year-old girl who happened to have met her through one of our engagements. She's 25, a single mother, 2-year-old baby, and the light bulb came on. She's like, I earn 40,000 Kenya shillings. What can I do? Where can I invest? How can I improve my income streams? And on reflection, the foundation lead said, actually, I take so much for granted what I've learned through Old Mutual. These are concepts that we've lived through, worked through, and this young girl at the age of 25, the light bulb has come on. And that's what we want to see replicated across the nation. Light bulbs coming on. I have agency, I have the knowledge, I can act. And through that simple act of picking up the phone call, this 25-year-old has changed the trajectory of her life and the trajectory of her 2-year-old. That is an impact story I can stand behind. And that's why working with the debate circle really is aligned with what Old Mutual feels about the future. I'll tell you, it was probably one of the most fascinating experiences that I had. And many of my colleagues also said the same thing. We watched learners come face to face with concepts that people take for granted, ask questions people feared asking. They turned concepts in and out. They applied those concepts to real life opportunities, circumstances. In one circumstance, one girl was asking, this story of insurance, what does it even mean? Does it even make sense given the economic realities that we're in? That curiosity, that lack of fear to confront and ask questions not only influences us as corporates, but it solidifies those concepts in people's minds. So it was very fascinating to watch that, again, to see the confidence with which people spoke, engaged each other, turned concepts inside out, and drawing from everyday life. So for us, it was seeing what we hear about in theory come to life as people spoke in those safe spaces that have been created by the debate circle. And that's why we will continue to partner with the debate circle, because this is what will turn the tide for the next generation, making financial literacy a part of honest, everyday conversations. Taking those things that we read about in theory in high school, when I was in high school, it was all theory, turning it into real practical application right from the time they're in high school.